Welcome to another episode of Hidden Heritage, where we follow the breadcrumbs to discover more evidence of who were the only American Indians that inhabited the Americas and that are still here till this day. Now, before we dive into the rabbit hole of truth, if you're new to the channel, please like, share, subscribe, comment your thoughts down below, and don't forget to turn on post notification so you'll be informed of our next upcoming episode. If you are already subscribed, welcome back to the channel, and thank you once again for your unwavering support. Please continue to like, comment, and share so more people can witness the truth. Let's dive in. All right, so before we dive in, we're going to take a look at this video. All right. Jumping right in, we want to re-emphasize and reiterate that American Indian is our correct identity. When the Constitution and congressional records is mentioning Indians not taxed, right? Let's pull it up right here. They are talking about us, as you will see what the people look like in the video. American Indian, okay? It's not going to be called Black American Indian Film Gallery, right? It's not going to be called Negro Indian Film Gallery, or Israelite, or Hebrew, or American. Nothing like that. We're talking about the real. Our real identity is American Indian today, all right? As you proceed to do your genealogy, you're going to make sure you're looking for your Indian land titles, your Indian land patents, and your Indian land rights. I'm going to show you a quick website where once you do genealogy, you're going to be looking for that. Here it is right here, okay? So once you're doing your genealogy, bring it down a little bit. You're going to be jumping on this website to look for your Indian land patents, Indian land titles, Indian land rights, amongst other places, all right? I'm going to put the link in the description so you guys can check it out when you're doing your genealogy. America, India. That is why we are known as the American Indian, a person having origins in any of the original peoples of North and South America, including Central America and West Indies or West India Islands, and who maintains tribal affiliation due to paper genocide, right? And reclassification. Most of us won't have that because it's been hijacked by $5 Indians or some other group that's not us. So we have to rely on community attachment. And we made a video explaining what that is. So that's why we don't need the tribal affiliation. This video in the playlist called "This is Why We Are American Indians" breaks down step by step, word for word, the meaning of community attachment and why we don't need tribal affiliation to claim our American Indian identity, all right? But watch the video. Breaks it all the way down. Now let's go to the American Indian Film Gallery video. All right? So let's see if we can get this up and running for you. Guys, real quick. See up the top? Up top it says American Indian Film Gallery, okay? So let's roll. See what's going on. Think it's loading. There we go. All right, so let's try to get it to the full screen, all right? So let's take a look. See the buildings, right? There's no teepees in the background, all right? Buildings, right? With windows and doors, and you see the people right here. See what they look like, all right? Copper color, brown skin. You see his hands right there, showing them that that's the jewelry, the gold that they be having there, all right? And see, gold wasn't a big deal, so we would just trade regular stuff for gold. And look at the people again, okay? Right here, see what they look like. Again, the buildings in the background, there's a dog. Again, buildings in the background. Again, see the two women, the two men right here in the foreground. See the men right here. Again, young boy. Look at the jewelry around his neck, all right? Again, right here. And the three people right here. It's again, a good right here. A good shot of what the Indians look like. The quote-unquote uncivilized Indians, right? That is us. That's why they try to brand us as uncivilized, to dehumanize us. Right here again, welcome back. Welcome back. We hope you were able to take it all in and cherish that video that you just saw of our American Indian likeness and what they actually look like, because we've been lied to so much. So the truth that's coming out, it comes more of a shock to a lot of us in our systems. So it has to start with us. No one really is going to change our identity for us. We have to do it for ourselves. I'll leave something in the comments and in the description of how to do that. You're going to have to go to places like Vital Statistics to update your birth certificate, social security card, and all that good stuff. So we're going to take a look. As you can see, his hair, right? The bush, the natural, the Chippewa, all right? So this is not an afro because we're not Africans, all right? So for anyone that want to say, well, afro is a hairstyle, that is incorrect, because if you call someone an Afro-Latina, you're not saying hairstyle Latina. You're saying African Latina, all right? So this is not an afro. This is the bush, the Chippewa, the natural, all right? So let's get that locked in and ingrained in our vocabulary. The natural, the bush, the Chippewa, all right? We also have his skin complexion, his nose. He even has an earring in his left ear. I don't know about the right ear, but we are known. Indians are known for having the hoop earrings, or just earrings in both ears in general. We got the, his facial features, his thick lips, broad nose, the 2 chains around his, the irony. 2 chains around? 2 chains around his neck. Someone in the comments pointed out that this pendant may look like a pyramid, and we made a video. You can ask for it. About America has more pyramids in the Americas than everywhere on Earth combined. Any other planets? Any other continents? All the other continents combined? America has more pyramids than all other continents combined. Excuse me. So it could be a pyramid pendant. As you can see the bracelets around his arm, both arms, all right? And then you see at the bottom, it says Antique Indian, all right? So they're labeling our people correctly. So let's take a look at more Indians in this antique store or antique place of business. But we'll just want to check this out even more. Antique Indian. Check out this Indian as well, his hair. You know how they do the menstrual look with the lips over-exaggerated red or pink. He has a cigar. He's dressed really nice, all right? From head to toe, see if we can read VM, Deramoine and Company, manufacturer, New York. Antique Indian, number 120A. Yeah, this is I guess, what we're reading on the statue from the 1880s. From that museum right there. Let's check out some more. All right, we're going to check this out as well. But if you haven't done so already, please like, share, subscribe, comment your thoughts down below, and turn on post notifications should be informed about our next upcoming episode. Please and thank you. And we have Antique Indian number 287A or Alpha for sale, $8,000. Again, this is an old European tobacco trade signs. Metal, okay? And tobacco originated in the Americas, right? And we're going to scroll up and see what the Indian look like. So I'm going to zoom in, I'm going to pause, and then zoom in and all that good stuff. So you guys can get a better look, all right? So we're going to zoom in slowly so we can get a better look at the Indian and what the Indian is wearing. And you see, started at the top, her hair or his hair. See, he's wearing like the pearl earring, the skin complexion, the kilt around his or her waist, all right? And the tobacco barrel right there, smoking the tobacco pipe. So this is what? Because everyone in Europe, we have addresses of our likeness painted on the wall, and they do a side-by-side between Asians, Americans, the American Indians, Africans, And who else? Hold on. Yeah, that's right. Hold on. So in Europe, they have like side-by-sides with the addresses. If you need that, let us know in the comments down below. They do the difference between who the American was, who the European was, who the Asian was, and who the African was. And the Africans look completely different than the Americans, or even like made their skin complexion. Like a matte color, black color, or like a tire color or something like that. And our color is more of a copper brown color, and like this, what you see in front of you. So they made sure to distinguish who was who. So we know, that we are different from the Africans, and we did not migrate from Africa at any point in time. Here we have, antique Indian, $18,000, 1700s European tobacco trade site. And again, the Europeans are already aware of who we are. It is up to us to let each other know. Let anyone else know who don't think that we are who we are. All right. So your tobacco barrel, the kilt around the waist, and the phenotype and earrings, the pearls around the neck. All right. So this is like another minstrel-type ordeal. But this is clearly us, and not anyone else. Again, we did not migrate from Africa during, any kind of slave trade, or, voluntarily, and then forget that we were African. All right. So here we have at the bottom of our screen, it says sign. Let me see if I can. So getting used to this says sign of the big in the end. All right. And we're going to whoops, did it again. How do I get rid of this? Okay, yeah. So we're going to scroll up so we can see by his facial features, because he's just wearing regular clothes. And as you can see, the minstrel, type character, I don't know how to say that word. Sorry. Character. I don't know. Sorry. Anyway, this is us, how they portray the lips and the nose, and the skin complexion phenotype and stuff like that. So yeah, let's see what else. All right. I think this might be the last one. Antique Indian, $3.95 compared to the European on the left. This wouldn't be European. And this can be the Indian. I did it again. And this is what he looks like. And you see his hair, best we can do as far as picture-wise. But this is who we are. And that's a European next to him on the left. So I have to have a comparison. Yeah? This one is the last one. It's a woman antique Indian 388A. And then you scroll up and you see her phenotype, skin complexion, the bracelet around her arms, her lips, nose. She has her hair wrapped in the same material as this that she's wearing. Looks like, and I don't know what that is exactly. If anyone knows, let us know in the comments below a horn, or like the Statue of Liberty type ordeal, where she holds something in there and a bracelet around her wrist, right here as well. All right. So bring this up so you guys can see what the Amer Indian looks like, right? In Suriname. And that's also South America. So we're going to zoom in and see what he looks like. All right. He has our features, phenotype lips, broad nose, skin complexion, right? So, quick refresher. We're going to click on the word Amerindian so we can read what that word means as well. All right, so let's click on it, and it says Indigenous peoples of the Americas in the Americas. Indigenous peoples comprise of 2 continents, pre-Columbian inhabitants prior to European settlement in the 15th century. That's from like 1401 to 1499. Okay? So that's pre-Columbian. That's what it means by American Indian, or Amerindian, or Indian in general. Pre-Columbian. All right, so let's look at the actual definition of indigenous again. A refresher for folks, because this is mainly for the folks that keep trying to say that Africans came before Columbus, and then they settled there. So let's look up the word again. All right. So we're going to start at the top and work our way all the way down. This whole page has meaning to this whole out of Africa nonsense. All right, so again, we're talking about their Amerindian, American Indian, or Indian, have indigenous people. If they don't look like, let me pull up a quick picture, quick point of reference, all right? For example, the Indians of Brazil. If they don't have this phenotype right here, they are not actual Indians. They are imported in from either Spain or mixed with Asians, or whatever the case may be. For example, again, this person that we're looking at would be wrongfully referred to as an Afro-Brazilian or Afro-Latina. That is willfully incorrect, because you don't refer to the other folks that don't like that, don't look like her. You don't refer to them as an Euro-Brazilian or Euro-Latino. Okay, they don't do that. So that's how you know. All right. Again, indigenous meaning. This is not our identity. This is not our identity. This is just what an Indian means, or American Indian, or Amerindian. So, originating or occupying naturally in a particular place, native. Coriander is indigenous to Southern Europe. Similar native, endemic, local, domestic. Okay. Moving forward, opposite, non-native, introduced, imported. Okay. So that takes care of this. The slave narrative. Okay. So we're moving forward. Number 2 of people. Inhabiting or existing in a land from earliest times, or from before the arrival of colonists. She wants a territorial government to speak with indigenous people before implementing a program. And we have similar, says native, original, earliest and first. Earliest and first is nothing comes before that. All right. So again, people like to say, oh, you guys was, migrating here before the Europeans. So we're going to destroy that narrative? Okay. Aboriginal. We don't need to go over that initial, ancient primeval, primordial, autochthonous, Okay. Well, last but not least, we come to the bottom. The opposite of indigenous is expatriate, migrant, and adventitious. All right. So indigenous people that look like the Indians of Brazil, the ones that erroneously call Afro-Brazilian or Afro-Latino, they did not migrate over there, or they wasn't imported over there where they are right now. So again, this is pre-Columbus. Anybody would then not come from Africa before everybody, and then settle there and then forget who we are, and then have the Europeans call us Indian. They would just call us Africans to begin with, or we would have told them, hey, we were here from Africa, but we didn't. Again, not imported from Africa, and not migrated from Africa. They were already there. We were already there. And that's why genealogy exists is extremely important to do. Do not waste your time with no fraudulent DNA tests. All right. Genealogy, get your birth certificate, death certificates, marriage certificates, military records, all right. Church records, stuff like the hospital records. stuff like that. That's how you get the information to do your genealogy. Thank you guys so much for watching. We really appreciate it. If you haven't done so already, please like, share, subscribe, comment your thoughts down below, and don't forget to turn on post notifications. Should be informed of our next upcoming episode. Please take care of yourself. Please take care of each other. We'll see you guys on the next one. Much love and adoration, American Indians.